back up to work there, and I was going to be working with my dad in the bakery. And then right before the night before I got in there, because I was already there a week before my dad came back for his rotation, and I guess like before I saw my dad in my dream, I had this dream of my uncle. My uncle was sitting like I was home. I was living in at my we had this house we lived at for a while, years or so, and I remember in my dream I was sitting at a table. I was about to go sit down at a table, and my uncle was sitting across from me, and he was going to get a chair. I ended up getting my chair myself, and then we were sitting there. That's it, just in silence, just sitting across from each other. He wasn't really looking too much, but all we were doing is eating cookies. Like we were eating a cookie. Both of us were just eating a cookie is what we were doing. And that's all. Nothing. And he just looked very healthy and bright and vibrant. And I feel like he was visiting me. It really felt like I think he was visiting me. It really felt like that, the way I was in there. And he's like sitting across from me eating a cookie, and I'm eating a cookie, and we're in this old home that I used to live in. And then I went to work the next day, and I went there to go like work with my dad, and we're in the bakery, and we're like working with like cookies and whatever, like preparing stuff. Yeah. That's a side story. And I went up to go and I went up for like around such just like way up in my hometown, so much traveling in between. When I was back, I've never seen anything more beautiful. I'll be honest, I never. I was on the plane, and I don't think I've actually really been on a plane like this. No, I have. Well, anyway, I was on the plane, and I'm looking out the window. I have like a window seat, and I've never, like it was like sunrise above the clouds. And you can't pay to see that. Well, I mean, unless you pay for your ticket. But you know what I mean? Like fuck. Like I've never seen anything much, like so much nicer than that. So like 4 or 5 in the morning, the rest of the world's still dark. I was almost that time, and I was going back and forth, and it was a struggle for me and such. And I know it's like, fuck, how does this girl keep ending up with like homeless episodes? Well, don't ask me that. So I was on the plane, and I'm looking out the window. Being a homeless is very traumatizing. I'll be honest. I gotta stop talking about it though, but it can be. Well, it's not exactly. It can be, but like the biggest thing about it is that what I found, it's very, 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 very lonely. Very, very, very lonely is the biggest thing I'll say about it. But yes. What about it though? Yes. I've never seen anything much nicer than that. Like it was just like so beautiful, Like I've never seen anything more. Yeah. All right, so I was going to talk about musical background. We got sidetracked and started with my uncle. So my uncle, I love him. Yes, he learned how to play guitar and stuff. He started with ukulele and then he learned how to like play guitar and whatever, like acoustic and electric and stuff. And I remember playing like in the basement a lot with my great grandma's when I was there. So what other musical interest activity is in my family is on my dad's side. There's more musical activity. On my dad loves singing. That's probably why I love singing. And my dad likes a lot of like older stuff. My dad likes a lot of like old school, like classic rock, and that's what I like a lot. I like that sound, and I also like R&B and stuff and pop. And my mom likes pop music and that sort of thing. I remember growing up, and then I guess like my dad. It's not just singing though. Like my dad likes singing, but he also likes. I was probably in the womb when my dad was probably singing. That's probably why I like singing so much. So right, and what else is it that um my dad learned how to play guitar and stuff himself. He's self-taught. He's very, very good. He can play by ear. One thing is his hands have some issues now because of his job, which is really sad and unfortunate because he has like, it's honest like talent in my family on the other side with their interest in music, like musical ability. Some, especially my uncle, one of my uncle knew how to play drums before he even had drums. Like he learned how to play drums with like pots and pans and that sort of thing and kitchen utensils. And then my grandparents noticed and they got him a drum set, and my uncle, he already knew how to play drums by the time they gave him a drum set. And my other uncle, he same thing with him. He plays guitar and I think bass or something. I'm not really that close. He sings. I've never heard my other uncle sing though. I'm sure that he is like the one that has the pure musical talent and ability in our family, because not even just that, like learning how to do it like before he even had drums, and doing that before he had drums and self-taught is also because like he feels it to his soul. And like my grandma said that there's a song and he's crying